EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sooner State and the hard-working capital of Oklahoma City. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sooner State and the hard-working capital of Oklahoma City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Shamrocks of San Juan taking on the Orbits of Oklahoma City. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sooner State and the hard-working capital of Oklahoma City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Shamrocks of San Juan taking on the Orbits of Oklahoma City. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Willis going to throw it right away. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. When you look at this defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 35. And touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Shamrocks go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, what an exciting time here in this great city. Of course, it's no stranger to big-time sports. They've had the NBA team here, but now a relocation franchise in the NFL. And these fans, they could not be more excited for what it's going to mean for this city. It's just going to be a great source of civic pride here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
At the 40-yard line.
Second down throw from Clifford. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oklahoma City, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Going to stick to the air here with Clifford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. Second and 1.
23-yard line.
Clifford out of the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Third and 1. Here's Clifford. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 6. Now it's Clifford. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Orbits are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Gordon looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart, because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with, because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Shamrocks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Clifford looking to throw it on first down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Orbit 7. Jack Fox set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking deep here from Mooney. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back.
And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap. The 1st down throw from Clifford. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 10, here's Clifford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Clifford throwing on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Clifford throwing for it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Touchdown! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Shamrocks are able to add on to their first half lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, it's Clifford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Clifford looking to throw it again. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 37-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Clifford now on 2nd down. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And a huge play that time. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Touchdown! George Kittle, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Orbits are able to at least get one score back. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for two here. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Clifford now, here's first and 10. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. They'll try the left side. Vincent. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Clifford, they're going for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Up the middle they go. Vincent, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Andre Cisco there on the stop. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Clifford. this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Back to throw is Clifford. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down to the air with Clifford. That is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second and 10, Clifford to the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On fourth down, here they go. Clifford. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And an Oklahoma City first down.
Off the fake, here's Clifford. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Clifford back to the air on second and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's Clifford. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
3rd down, Clifford to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Clifford. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Going to stick to the air here with Clifford. Looking deep here from Mooney. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
19 tight, 19 tight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And going right back to Westbrook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Quickly completed to the right flat. Down the right sideline. He may go. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Clifford right back to the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the two. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football.